I'm not usually someone who likes to indulge myself in this kind of extravagant luxury. I'm more of a brave backpacker who likes to get out of the comfort zone when I travel. But this time, I'm making an exception, and I'm hoping to take you along with me. Over the course of the next 3 days, I'm gonna be spending over $5,000 having the most luxurious safari experience possible. You probably think I'm joking, but I'm actually not. Yup, you heard that right. That's over $5,000 in 3 days, staying at the most beautiful hotels and having the most unique experiences in the Tanzania national parks. At this point, you might be wondering, why, dude? Why spend so much money in such a short amount of time? Surely $5,000 can go such a long way where you come from. And yes, I can probably buy a house and a couple of acres too with that money. But I feel like I really need to do this. I need to show you a different side of Africa. I need to show you the Africa that I grew up seeing. And that's because, when I was in uni, I heard some really messed up questions and I realized just how warped the world's image of Africa is. It's just one big dark continent in people's mind that some people confuse as a country. That I heard some really weird questions like, did you go to school on a donkey? Or do you have electricity? Or do all the men carry machine guns where you come from? So let's change that in the next 4 days. I'm going to take you on a wildly luxurious experience of a safari in Tanzania. And the first destination that we're going to go to is called Tarangire Treetops by a Lemana collection. You get welcomed with this fresh baobab juice, which by the way is an African superfood, and it comes out of this 1,000-year-old tree that the reception is built around.
Pale swimming pool, alafu pale chini ni bwawa la wanyama.
See, the luxury of Africa, especially while on safari, has a different definition. It's more about coexisting rather than escaping.
Oh, karibu sana.
Haya,
Hii ndio room yako.
sawa, fresh kabisa.
Isn't it ironic how the experience that I'm paying so much for isn't about modernized, concrete, silicone, high-tech, fancy-ass room? It's actually about going backwards to how our ancestors lived, under ancient trees, basking in the abundance of nature. And it just feels so right to me. Perhaps this is how we were always meant to be. Walking on a land where animals outnumber humans is a very humbling experience, and there is a lot to learn. For example, breaking open this piece of poop and finding out what this elephant ate and when it took a shit, now that's experiential education at a whole other level. I feel truly blessed to be born and raised in a land where I can still enjoy the gifts of nature that our ancestors did for thousands and thousands of years before us. As night falls, many predators with sharper eyesight will use this opportunity for a hunt. I didn't see any big animals or hunts or anything like that this night, but I did see, unfortunately, the carcass of an elephant. It's not the thing that I wanted to see to end my day, but that's just nature. What a promising reminder of renewal and the circle of life, seeing a live elephant the first thing this morning, after seeing a dead one the last thing last night. It's only until the second day of being here that I realize how gigantic this house is. I've never really had such a big space all on my own. It's kind of a shame that I didn't have someone special to bring along with me. I mean, I would have loved to experience this double shower in its full glory. But I guess I'll just have to shower with myself this time. Before checking out of this place and moving on to the next luxurious experience, I think it's time for us to meet the people who have called this place their home ever since forever. No, I'm not talking about the elephants anymore. I'm talking about their neighbors, the Maasai tribe. Almost every single person working at Elewana Lodge is from that village that we just visited. And it's nice to know that the money that is being spent here is being redistributed to the local people here. It definitely makes me feel less guilty about, living so lavishly and in so much luxury. And if you're saying, man, that wasn't too luxurious, wait till you see the next place that we're going to.
Welcome to your new home.
Oh, thank you.
So we have shower behind the roses,
Okay.
2 wash basin with bottle of water for drinking and brushing.
Uh-huh.
You have electrical mattress blanket.
Electrical mattress
Yeah,
for
to
warmth.
warm your bed. So your housekeeper will switch on at the time that you will be having dinner.
Okay.
Then assisted by fireplace. Then this is the bathtub corner
Wow.
with the view, roses. You have spectacular view here, crater view, the
Wow.
great caldera.
What a beautiful place.
Yeah.
And this is a jumping castle.
Just a sofa, a courtyard.
Okay.
So at the daytime you can enjoy the sunny day here. You just relax with your friend.
Yeah. My girlfriend.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. You with nature.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
As much as I enjoy these roses and scented candles and flowers and all this romantic stuff that would be so much better if I was traveling with a special someone, what stands out to me even more is these unmatched views of this gigantic hole in the ground that we call the Ngorongoro Crater. It's hard to wrap my head around the fact that 2 million years ago, this crater, which is now inhabited by all of these animals, including the endangered rhino, used to be a volcano, much higher than Kilimanjaro, the roof of Africa. And then it imploded into a massive caldera, the world's largest caldera to be precise, which offers this 360-degree view from my lodge right now. It's now 3 in the morning and we just left and beyond the Crater Lodge, and usually you're not allowed to leave the Ngorongoro Conservation Area before 6 or even drive in other national parks during the night, but here we are doing that. Of course we have special permission to do so, and the reason we are driving in the night is not because we want to do a game drive, even though it's kind of like that seeing all the different animals on the road, but it's because of this. The meaning of Serengeti in the Ma language is endless plains, and this becomes very apparent at this height, when it's all there is as far as the eye can see. Drifting in the air like this gives us a chance to venture into the parts where no humans have ever been before. Just like clockwork, over 1.2 million wildebeest strong circulate the Serengeti year after year, looking for food and water. This year-round spectacle is one of the largest animal migrations in the world. Okay, I know that I said that Africa is not one big giant bush full of acacia trees, wild animals, and all of that jazz. We do have skyscrapers, cinemas, shopping malls, and all of that shit that developed countries also have. And I feel like any country can do that, and that's not something that proves we're rich. This is what proves we're rich. This is something that not all countries can have. I mean, where can you connect with nature in such an abundant and pristine way? That's just incredible. You have to be a blessed place to have this kind of nature like this. So let's celebrate that. Let's celebrate our authenticity, our nature, our blessings. I'm quite fortunate to have been to 5 different continents and so many different countries and places, but there are very few like the Serengeti National Park. There's just something about it that clears my mind and shows me what's really important. Everything that doesn't really matter just fades away, and I blend in with nature. For my last night, I'm staying in a less luxurious place. But still, it's super fancy. What kind of tent has a giant king-size bed inside? And it's so close to the wild. In the nighttime, I can hear the sounds of buffaloes and hyenas and all sorts of animals that I just can't identify who they are. It's kind of scary, but at the same time, this is what we're here for. It makes you humble. Makes you realize that you're not really the king of the jungle over here. So bow down, my friend. Alright, this is the last day of our ultimate safari experience out here in the Tanzanian national parks, and I think it's now time to come clean and tell you the truth. I didn't really spend $5,000 on those experiences, although they were worth over $5,000, and I was lucky enough that all the companies that I reached out to, they agreed to sponsor my stays, my balloon safaris, 2 of them, the car, the booze, the champagne, the bathtub, everything was paid for. I'm super grateful, and I really hope that I was able to change the way that you think of Africa, and I was able to show you an insight on the luxurious experiences to be had out here in nature. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I'll see you on the next episode.